Good morning children. I hope you all are fit and fine. In the last video we have seen chapter number 3 data handling introduction part, and today we are going to continue the same topic, that is the introduction part for this third chapter data handling. Let us continue students. So today we will be discussing about bar graphs and double bar graphs. Okay, so let us take our first topic, bar graph. A graph which is made up of bars, students. Again, bar graph in 6th standard also you have worked with bar graphs, you know how to draw bar graphs. For drawing bar graphs we need graph papers, isn't it? We need graph papers, and on graph papers we are drawing the bar graphs. Okay, so bar graph is used to represent numbers. Okay, bar graph is used to represent numbers using bars of uniform width. Using bars of uniform width. Uniform width means equal width. Okay, the bars which we will draw for bar graph will have equal width. And one more important thing for bar graph, here you have to choose a scale. Whatever number you want to show na, for that first you have to choose a scale. One by one I will explain you how to draw the bar graph. Let us continue students. So first let me give you the example of bar graph. Suppose this is a sheet of graph. Okay, this is a graph paper sheet. Here you will see the sheet is made up of several boxes. Okay, this is just an example students. Here in graph paper, one box is of 1 centimeters. One box is of 1 centimeter. Now I am taking only a box, a single box from this graph sheet. I will explain you about this. When you will see a box in the graph paper, you will see in between, in middle there is a dark line. This dark line represents 5th point students. So here first point, then second line shows second point, third line shows third point, fourth line shows fourth point, and this will represent 5th point. In one box, small 10 lines are there students. That only I am trying to explain you. Okay, this is one box from the graph sheet. If you will see it nearly, then you will see that it has 10 lines. So 5th line will be the darker one, then 6, 7, 8, 9 and 10th again will make this complete box. So in a 1 to 10, in one box of graph, in a sheet of graph paper, if you take one box, you will see 10 lines between it. Clear students? Okay, now let us see how to draw bar graph. So you can see here I have drawn 2 lines. One line which is horizontally drawn will be known as our x-axis. What students? It will be known as x-axis. This vertical line is known as y-axis. It will be known as y-axis. So a graph paper, when you will draw the graph paper, first you are going to draw this structure only. This will be known as our x-axis and this will be known as our y-axis. Here you are going to write the titles. Okay, जो भी आपको जिसके लिए भी आप बार ग्राफ बना रहे हो, that headings, that titles you are going to write here. Clear students? So this x-axis and y-axis are used to write titles. Okay. Then the next important thing for graph is scale. You have to use scale. Scale means वो glass scale नहीं. Here we are talking about scale of graph. I'll explain you this. But before it, again see one example. Here I have taken one example students. You can see subjects are written and the marks scored by students are written. Science 80 marks, social 60 marks, maths 95, English 55. This data I am taking, and with the help of this data I am going to explain you about bar graph. We will be drawing the bar graph for this. So first step is to draw the y-axis and x-axis. I have drawn it. This is clear to you. Okay. Now I told you just now that here we write titles. Na? How to write the title? See. Here what is given? The name of the subject is given. Na? So on the y-axis I am going to write subjects. Clear students? Here I am going to write subjects. Okay. Then on y-axis what I should write? Here I am going to write these numbers. These numbers are marks. So here I will write marks. My y-axis will represent marks. Clear students? Okay. Now scale we have to choose students. Before writing the numbers here, first you have to choose the scale. How to choose the scale? Look. Here this point is clear that on x-axis we will write subjects. So simply I am going to write subjects. Here I have to write the marks. Now see the number, students. 55, 95, 60, 80. The graph sheet is small. You can't write 1 to 100 there. You can't show the numbers starting from 1 to 100. Means you have to take some sequence of numbers. Then only you can use these numbers. Then only you can mark these numbers on your graph sheets. So which sequence you are going to take, which series of numbers you are going to take, that I will be explaining. Now look, 55, 95, 60, 80. Most of the numbers here are the multiple of 10s and few numbers are the multiples of 5. So if I choose scale as 0 to 10, 10 to 20, 20 to 30, and there I will reach up to 100. Look here, students, on your graph sheet, y-axis always start from 0. First you have to choose the scales, you have to start the scale from 0. Then which series I decided to choose? I have decided to choose 10, 20, 30. Okay, series of 10. So after 0, next point I will mark will be 10. Then again 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90 and 100. The highest number that I want to show is 95. So I have taken the marking up to 100. This much is enough. Clear, students? So this is known as a scale. From 0 to 10, one box I have taken. Then 10 to 20, next box I have taken. So for this side, scale, I will be writing that the scale for my graph is 1 unit length is equals to 10 marks. What is this, students? Marks. What are the numbers showing? Marks. So I have written 1 unit is equals to 10 marks. Clear, students? Simply I am writing 10, no space. Okay, 10 marks. Clear, students? The scale is very important in the graph. The scale only will decide which series you are going to take here. Okay, students. Now let us write subjects. So first subject is science. So here I will write science. Then next is social. So here I will write social. Then next is maths. So here I am writing maths. Okay. Then at last it is English. So here I will write English. Clear, students? Science, I have written in short only science, social, maths and English. Clear now? Here also I have taken the equal spacing. I will explain you. First listen. Okay, now for science, how much marks students have scored? 80 marks. Na? So go to science and after 0 now leave one box. Don't start marking here. I have left the space and on the next box I will be marking the marks for science. Science it is given 80 na? Now see the scale, students. You will go to 80. Okay, from x-axis we are at science and from y-axis I have taken 80. I reached here. Clear, students? Now here draw a line like this. Then draw the line. Draw the bar actually. See. Understood? This is known as bar. Okay, this is known as bar. So now you can see science, where it is going up to 80. So this means a student has scored 80 marks in science. Clear, students? Okay. Then again I leave some space. Social 60. Here you have written social. So again come here and this is the area for social and go up to 60. Again see I have drawn a bar like this. Now again join. So this is my marks of social, which is 60. Next, students, it is maths. Maths 95. Now 95 is given. But my problem is here my scale is only of 10. Isn't it? We have skipped 10 marks. So where I should show 95, because after 80 it is 90, after 90 it is 100. Still, students, don't get confused. It is very easy. You know that 90 and 100 in between 10 millimeters are there. I told you na, in 1 centimeter box of graph sheet there are 10 small lines. That means 1 centimeter is equals to 10 millimeter. So these 10 lines you can take as 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 like that. So here when I have to show 95, I know that 95 will lie between 90 and 100 only na. So go to maths area and between 90 and 100, see between 90 and 100 mark 95. Now again join. Okay students, so this is my maths marks. Now last English 55. Again go between 50 and 60, mark the marks for English. Again join. I hope this is clear to you students. Okay, now see, science 80 marks, social 60 marks, maths 95, English it is going 55. Sorry, I have taken this up to 60. Between 50 and 60 we have to take na. So here I can mark it as okay. So this is our marks for English. And our graph is ready students. You can shade the bar if you want. Okay, you can do such shading. And I told you graph represents numbers, so it is representing numbers using bars of uniform width. So this is bar, and as I have not taken proper scale and pencil to draw, so my bar is little bit different in width. But when you will draw this graph using your ruler, scale and pencil, your bar should be of same width, and here the spacing also between each graph should be equal. So see students, our bar graph is ready. My y-axis is showing marks, my x-axis is showing subjects. 4 subjects are there and the following marks are there. So this is your bar graph students. Clear? So I hope this topic is very clear to you. Now let us see one more type of bar graph, that is double bar graph. Bar graph is clear to you. Now we are going to see double bar graph. Same example I will give, but with little bit change students. Okay, look. For science now, I am rubbing this marks. This marks I have already recorded here, and these marks were of first term students. These marks were of first term where we have already shown it in bar graph. Now for the same subjects I am getting the marks for second term. Science 95, social 80, maths 100, English 75. See students, this is the marks for second term. Now why the double bar graph is used? Double bar graph is used to compare between two quantities, between two values. Okay, double bar graph is, always remember, double bar graph is used for comparison. What comparison here we are going to do? We will compare the marks of first term and second term for a student. Okay, we can compare the marks for first term and second term for a student. How? See, first term marks already I have drawn now. Now on the same graph I am going to draw the marks for, I am going to draw the bar for second term also. Look how. Science how much? 95. No need to write again the subjects because subjects are already written. You have to show science 95 na. So go to science area and first mark 95. Okay, here I want to show 95. Look, a bar I am going to draw. I have drawn this bar, and some different shade if you want you can give here. So this will be science 95. Next is social 80 students. Again come to this area. Social first term marks are already there, social 80. So go to 80 and first mark. Okay, now what you will do, just near the bar that you have already drawn, draw again a bar up to 80. For second you can simply just draw this for the first line. Look. So science, social 80, maths 100, again go to 100, here is 100, isn't it? Okay, see how simple it is. So this is 100, you can see two bars for each subject. English 75, no problem, we'll go between 70 and 80, okay, and there we'll mark 75, okay. One more thing students, now I am rubbing the subjects. When you are drawing the double bar graph na, again the important thing is scale. In your scale it should be clear because you are drawing two bars. So the teacher or the observer who is seeing your graph, he or she must be clear which bar is showing which data. So near the scale what I can write, I can show like this. See, for the first term marks I have drawn such shading on the bar na, so I can show here first term. These bars are showing first term marks, And for second term, I am simply shading the bar, students. See, simply I have shaded it. Okay, then I can show here that the bar which is shaded, it is for second term. This is only known as double bar graph, students. Now how we can compare? We can compare that a student got 80 in his first term, but in the second term he or she has improved, because in the second term she has scored 95 marks. Again, there is an improvement in social also. First term bar is small, second term bar is longer than the first term. We can see for all the 4 subjects there is improvement, isn't it? The first bar is small, the second bar is little bit higher. So this is the use of double bar graph. With the help of double bar graph we can compare two quantities. Clear, students? Okay. So this was your bar graph and double bar graph. When we will solve the exercise now, students, then again I am going to show you the solutions using this bar graph only, bar graph and double bar graph. If still some confusion is there, when we will solve the exercise, then it will be clear. Okay, now let us move to our next topic, that is chance and probability. So students, next topic is chance and probability. All of you understand the meaning of chance, na? As it is rainy season, I am asking you, tomorrow will be rain or it will be a sunny day. What are the chances? See, there are 2 chances. Either it will rain or either it will not rain. Okay. But can you answer it surely? Can you answer it today? Surely? No, we can't answer. But we can take a chance. So there are 2 chances. Either tomorrow will be a sunny day or a rainy day. Now we will see how chance and probability are interrelated with each other. Probability means counting the chance. Okay, probability means counting the chance. How? See, which 2 conditions are there? Either it will rain or it will not rain. 2 conditions are there, na? So I will write like this. I am going to write a fraction. For probability we write fraction, and here I have written 2 as denominator. It may rain or it may not rain. Okay. Now I want you to ask, what is the chance of getting rain? There are 2 chances, either rain or no rain. So what is the chance of getting rain? Only 1 chance. 2 chances, 1 rain, second one no rain. So I can show here 1 by 2. Half chances are there. Half chances it may rain, half chances it may not rain. It can be a sunny day. So students, this is probability. There is a formula for probability. Let me write the formula. Number of favorable outcomes. Outcomes means, students, result. Okay. Number of favorable outcomes divided by total number of outcomes. Divided by total number of outcomes. This is the formula to calculate probability for an event. Okay. So students, I told you the chance of raining is 1 by 2, or the probability of raining or not raining is half 1 by 2. See number of favorable outcomes. For each situation there is 1 outcome, 1 result, either rain or no rain. The total outcomes are 2. So this is probability. Clear, students? Then again some more discussions we will do. In our daily life there are 3 situations. Either the thing will happen, or either the thing will not happen, or it may happen but it is not compulsory that it has to happen. Okay, again let me give you one example. As COVID, we all know. Okay, now it is a pandemic COVID is going around. So I am asking you, up to December, is COVID will be finished? So what will be your answer? Are you sure that up to December COVID will be finished? It will be vanished from the world? We are not sure, but it can happen, students. There are 3 chances. Yes, you can surely say yes, up to December COVID will go. Or you can say no, it is impossible. COVID is not going to go so soon. Or third, you can say yes, it may go, but we are not sure. That means there are 3 situations, students. Any event can certain to happen. होना ही है उस चीज को. Okay. I am telling you that tomorrow again there will be a new day. ये चेंज हो सकता है क्या? नहीं. पक्का है कि कल एक नया दिन होगा. That means this thing is certain to happen. Understood? Now I am telling you now it is afternoon. After afternoon, directly we are going to get morning. Is it possible? No. After afternoon, we know evening will come. After evening, night will come. But before night, directly they can't come. Isn't it? So that's why this is impossible. And I am telling you, yes, COVID may go up to December, but I am not sure. That means can happen, but not certain. It can happen, but it is not sure. So these are some situations. These are some chances, students. For these chances only, we are calculating probability. How to calculate probability? Again, I'll explain you with one example. You have played heads or tails with the coin. So when we flip the coin, there are two chances only. There are two total outcomes. Outcome means result. There are two total results. When I flip the coin, either I will get head or I will get tail. Only two things I will get. Head either or tail. What are the chances of getting head, students? There is only one chance. जब आपने सिक्का उछाला तो या तो हेड आएगा या फिर टेल आएगा. हेड आने का वन चांस है, टेल आने का भी वन चांस है. The total number of chances, total result कितने? Two results हैं, heads and tails. So again 1/2 will be the probability. How either you can get head or you can get tail. So that's why 1. Total outcome head and tail. That's why 2. Clear, students? Then again we show probability for dice also. Dice you know na, with which we played Ludo and Cbse. Isn't it? Snakes and ladders. That is dice. So when if we are taking that dice, you can see, you know that on that dice, how many numbers are there? 1 to 6 numbers are there. Now I am asking you, I am flipping the dice, can I get 7? What will be your answer? Impossible. It is not possible because 7 is not there on the dice. Now if I ask you, what is the chances that on flipping the dice, I will get 5? How many 5s are there on the dice? Only 1 5. So its probability will be 1. Okay, number of favorable outcomes. मुझे 5 चाहिए. What is the favorable outcome? Only 1. If I flip the dice, I can get 5. How many times? Only 1 time. What are the total outcomes? The total outcomes, the total numbers written on the dice is 6. I can get 5. There is only one chance of getting 5 from 6 chances. Clear, students? So this was our chance and probability. Whatever topics, whatever concepts I have explained to you in the last video and this video, these all concepts we are going to use for the exercise. So your work, clear each and every concept. If you have any doubt, you can WhatsApp and ask to your concerned teachers. That's all for today, students. Thank you.